going to be talking about Ask Me Anything. This is your chance to talk to a state certified driving instructor. You can ask me questions about the career. What is it like driving adults? What is it like driving teens? How do you need to pass your tests? If you are learning how to drive, you want to learn how to drive, you need to learn how to drive, this is for you. We're going to spend some time talking about the things you want to know, you need to learn. So let's go ahead and get it. Here's my recommendations: that you complete at least 6 hours of driving. This could be with me, a state certified driving instructor. This could be with a private third party. I work through the public school system. I work for some of the largest driving schools in the country. Also, I'm an independent contractor, so I do teach teens and adults. We do road test prep, getting you ready for your road tests. I think the biggest thing is having a good instructor who is willing to talk to you and be patient. What does it take to become a good driving instructor? You got to have someone who's patient. Many times you've seen a lot of my videos. There are clips that are put together. Usually they're 20-minute videos, 30-minute videos. They're clipped shorter. I'm starting to produce more long-form content to build that community up. But you want an instructor who is nice, okay? Someone who is going to help you, not yell at you when you make a mistake. What can be a mistake? You running a light, you hitting a curb, you going the wrong way in a turn. So those things are common, and we want to help you not go through a light because it's very dangerous, not hit a curb because that's grounds for automatic failure. You also want an instructor who's going to give you directions in advance. If you're just joining us, this is Ask Me Anything. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults, I teach teens. I decided to go live to talk to you guys about some of the rules, expectations of driving. What do you need to do if you're trying to prepare for driving? Should you be driving on the road? Should you not be driving on the road? There are so many things you need to think about and consider once you get out onto the road. So you want an instructor who's going to give you information in advance. They're going to say, for example, at the light, I need you to make a left turn. Also, they use hand directions. In a lot of my videos, you'll see me pointing to the left, pointing to the right, or slowing down. In the beginning, you're going to be very overwhelmed when you learn how to drive. And when you're nervous, you're more prone to make mistakes, using the wrong blinker, not looking over the correct shoulder, not yielding at a roundabout, forgetting to use your blinker. These are more common things than you realize. And a lot of videos that you see on social media are very scripted. I go through a real perspective of what you're doing. And then sometime I do a day in the life of an instructor. Other times we will show you driving downtown areas, merging on the expressway, making lane changes. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? You doing okay? Supply chain, what's happening? How you doing? The topic is driver's ed. If you have a topic, just ask me anything. This is where you can ask me questions about driver's ed or anything else. I will ask you and say it to you honestly. I'm in the United States of America. I'm in the Midwest. Okay, I'm in the Midwest. So we have 4 seasons of driving right now. It's in the summer. It's very warm. We have a lot of construction. We have a lot of teens and adults learning how to drive. So it can be very challenging and overwhelming for all people right now. And what I do find is a lot of people are just selfish, mean, they cut us off. They're not very nice to us. And you as a driver want to really maintain a good focus. What country are you from? What part of the world are you from? A lot of my supporters, my biggest area is Canada, but really a lot of people watch us around the world, the UAE, Afghanistan, Puerto Rico. So I'm really blessed to have a large body of people. And then now put your questions in. Also, you want a good instructor who's not going to make a last minute decision. Turn right, no, turn left. You want an instructor who's going to be considerate of you. I always try to find out what is important to my students. What do you want to learn? Are you here to take 4 or 5 lessons to get your license? Are you here starting from zero? Everyone's a little bit different. And I think good instructors are kind, they're chill, they have fun. Hey, if this is bringing you value, give this uh, tutorial a thumbs up. I'm looking for 25 thumbs up. We're talking about this is a question and answer where you get a chance to answer a state certified driving instructor questions about driving. If you see me looking behind you, there is a huge gravel truck behind me uh, dropping off their second truck. So I'm really looking and to be careful. My day typically starts, I get up about 6 in the morning, eat, take a shower, get some food, get a couple of coffees, and then I'm in the car. Thank you for the thumbs up. I look at my schedule. I try to make a custom schedule. Last 2 weeks, I drove about 80 hours of driving. It is quite a bit. I'm in the car quite a bit, so we get out, stretch our legs. We show the students how to check the oil, how to put gas in the car, how to charge the battery, routine maintenance, how to drive through a drive-through. Those skills are really important, and a lot of driving schools don't teach those schools anymore. Typically in New York, the prices are quite high. 45 minutes is about $60 to $70. Good instructors make conversations with you. I should know your name. I should know who you are. What is your goal? Everyone's a little bit different. I have a couple clients here in their 20s. They're learning how to drive. One is going back to college in August. Another person, I got a question here. We want to be familiar with our people. We want to help them. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the hearts. So if you could, thank you. If you could put it in English, that would really help me. But I have people from around the world who look at my content, and it's really a blessing and an opportunity. Also, typically, I do teach class. I do it through Zoom. I also go in person. Post-COVID, I made a decision to do all online classes, which is fine for me. Right now, I have about 20 students. I drive upwards of 25 to 30 students in the class, 6 hours of driving. Some students need more work in parallel parking. Some students need more work in general driving on the road, lane line reference points. Some students need more work in driving through neighborhoods. It's really different. Also, one of the things I see is a lot of anxiety when beginners drive. The general public, they're very mean to us. They do cut us off. They do tailgate us. They give us the middle finger. It's crazy how they treat us. And I see it getting worse and worse and worse. I'm probably 5 to 7 years from, doing something else with driving. But for right now, I love it. It's very fulfilling. I get an opportunity to see adults and teens learn how to drive. Because if you're in the United States, you're going to need a car to travel from school to work, from work to home. Your parents love you, but after about 19 or 20, they're going to be like, listen, you need to drive. I do see a large number of people waiting 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 27 to learn how to drive. So believe it or not, there's a huge population of drivers who don't want to drive right now. And that's okay. So a lot of people see me, hey, do you do private driving lessons? Hey, can you teach my son or daughter? Yes, yes, and yes. In the classroom, I share experiences. So one experience I want to say is that I had 3 football players driving. It was in the winter time. They kept hugging the right, hugging the right. They went down to the side edge of the road. We went into the ditch. So if you're hugging the right side of the road, you're going to go off the road. So we went into the ditch. Luckily, a gentleman with the Jeep and a tow rope pulled us out. The young man did fail because he didn't maintain safe control of the vehicle. So whenever you're driving, you really need to listen to your instructor. We're brave. We have a good sense of humor. We laugh. But it is a life or death situation when you're out here on the road, because I'm driving people who do not know how to drive. They don't understand what a red light is. They don't understand dangers of driving during rush hour. They don't understand communicating the stories of about driver's ed. And we're all tied into stories, okay? I just renewed my driver's ed endorsement for 2 more years. Every 2 years, we have to get a background check, get our fingerprints. We have to take a professional development course. I have to have a medical examination. And then all this stuff is submitted to the state. It costs $45. I just got my license renewed. Yay. So I'm good for 2 more years. Every state, every country is a little bit different when you go through your certification process. I do know how to drive a manual. I've driven some teens and adults who drive a manual. That's much more bigger in the UK. But here in the United States, we drive manuals too. Another funny story, I had a mother who worked for General Motors. She did not like the curriculum that we were teaching, so she came in to talk to me because she felt like we were giving misinformation. I was very polite. I'm a gentleman. I did not disrespect her, but I simply said, ma'am, I have to teach class right now. Can I talk to you at a later date? And then she said, I'm going to call corporate. I said, ma'am, you're more than welcome to, but I have to teach class. So what I've learned is people do want to argue, but I need to be more classy and respectful.